Welcome back, YouTube, to another episode of Monster Speaking Podcast. I'm your host, Daryl, Dark Side again.
This your boy Mike, better known as Booby, aka Choke Yourself. So this right here is something different. This is called Faceoff. So what we're gonna be doing tonight, we're talking about the Mount Rushmore. I seen something that somebody spoke about, and I don't want to put the artist name out there.
Hey man, yeah, put them out there.
Mario.
Okay.
Mario said he should have been on the Mount Rushmore. And he gave him and three other people he put on there as Mount Rushmore. When I saw it, I kind of like looked at it like, Mario? So they gave us opportunity. We're gonna give y'all our Mount Rushmore, which is mean 4 people.
4.
R&B, men and women. So this is what we're gonna do. So before we get started, we're gonna give y'all a slogan. We may not always be right. We may not always be wrong.
But you're always going to get our modest opinion of what we're speaking on.
So that right there. So like I say, it's going to be hard. We already know we're going to get some backlash. But this is what this is about. We just going to be talking about it.
It's just our opinion.
That's it.
Everybody got an opinion and something to say about who would be there in the top 4 of the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
Just an opinion, just a conversation piece. Talk, generate comments. So make sure y'all comment. Let us know who your top 4 is on the Mount Rushmore of women and men.
Because we do know that this is sports season. But what we really got to understand is we cannot go without giving, especially female content, so they can watch our show. So we got to have, we're going to have a plethora of sports, basketball, football, baseball, all that's going on right now. But we still got to give you content. We still got to give you content on music, so something that y'all can watch. So on that note, we're going to start with the guys, because I think for me personally, the guys are the easier one to do. Well, I ain't going to say easy, but it's easier to do than the women. So, do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, man. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. You know what I'm saying?
All right, well, this going to be my 4. Numero uno on mine, without a doubt, is R. Kelly. Let's just get that out there. R. Kelly, besides what he's done, he writes, you know how many hits he done wrote for people out here in this world? How many songs he done came up, anthems that people still going to cookouts. I Believe I Can Fly is being still played at most of the graduations, or if they not, they should be. He has wrote for everybody, from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston to
Celine Dion.
Maxwell, Tony Braxton. Anybody, R. Kelly has wrote for them, so that's numero uno for me. Number 1, that's my list.
Can't be denied.
Number 2 on my list is Stevie Wonder, one of the all-time greatest that's ever done it. Stevie Wonder has been going from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. When Drake asked him to be on his CD, Stevie Wonder is phenomenal. There's nowhere in the world you cannot, or it should be a conversation piece to watch Stevie Wonder not on your top 4 of Mount Rushmore. It should not be. This man is writer, producer. He's a songstress. He's everything when it comes to me. He is my all-time great from the back. That's my all-time great.
Okay.
My number 3, this is where stuff got tricky at for me. Number 3 for me, I thought about it, spoke to some people about it. Babyface. I got to go with Babyface. Babyface done wrote so many hits for people.
So many.
He done wrote so many hits. He done been in The Dale. He been in he done wrote for what's the movie? Everybody has been a part of Babyface. So when I thought about this, I thought real long and hard. Not only does he sing, but he produces, he writes. How many hits out there can you obviously say that Babyface wasn't a part of? That he done sat there and touched a lot of artists. Come on, think about that now. So Babyface was number 3 for me. Now number 4, I'm gonna get hit in the head for this one here. But it came down to 2 gentlemen. And these are new generation people. CB and Usher. It came down to those 2. And I had to go with Usher. I like I say, I know if you a Chris Brown fan, like I'm a Chris Brown fan, but you only can do 4. So I went with Usher. That Confession album to me, I'm sorry. Confession album to me, that would took me over the top with him. When you listen to that album, I'm not saying Chris Brown don't have an album that can combat that, but I'm talking about one particular album you can put in and you just don't touch it. It's Confessions. And when I listen to that CD, I'm like, yo, every song on there is a hit. Even if it wasn't a top 5 or top 10, it was a hit. So those are my 4. I'm going to say again. R. Kelly, Stevie Wonder, Babyface, and Usher. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna let my partner have it on this end.
I can't argue with that one because it's so many great singers out there.
It is.
You can juggle it. It can go change day by day.
You can change. Listen, but when Mario, like I said, when I said that to you, when I saw that, I had to send it to you because I'm like, Daryl, look what he said.
He's a great singer. I can't deny that. But
who?
Mario, he's a great singer. But as far as like,
who?
Mario is a great singer.
He is?
Yeah, he can sing.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean,
I ain't going to say that he can't.
I'm not going to deny.
He don't have the hits like however all these other cats, but he can sing. He got some hits, but he ain't got no on the list. To be on Mount Rushmore, you got to be able to do something.
I'm not disputing. No, I'm not disputing him. But for him to say that, does he have enough hits to make a greatest hit album?
He I know. We ain't no. He don't.
I agree with that. So that's why I ain't understand why he said it.
But I think maybe he was just talking about singing wise. Maybe I don't know. I mean, I wasn't in his mind.
Hey, there's not no here or there, but he gave us content to do this, so that's why we doing this because we saw that. Here go your 4. Let's get into your 4.
In no particular order. Cat done produced, wrote for a lot of people back in the days. Keith Sweat. You cannot deny Keith Sweat, man. He got hits. He done wrote some songs for a whole bunch of people, man.
This is your list, bro. This is your list. This is your list.
One of the ones, Make It Last Forever, that first album, classic.
It's a classic album. I am not denying.
Everything he done did for Silk.
Yep.
He done brought Cut Close. I mean, he done wrote for Gerald Levert. I mean,
LSG.
I mean, yo, man.
I listen. This is your list.
All right.
I'm not gonna dispute it. I'm gonna give you kudos on that. That's you.
Hey, I gotta put R. Kelly. And like I said, no particular order. That's without being said.
He's numero uno for me. I don't care.
Yeah,
that's numero uno for me.
Number one for me too.
Yeah, he's number one.
But I know I'm just wrote and just like how you just saying this now.
But I was wanting to put mine 1 through 4 because that's just how I wanted to.
Got you.
I had to because R. Kelly, for what he's going through, besides that, take that out of it. You cannot deny that man talent because when I saw some other day, and I didn't mean to cut you off your list. I saw some other day some of the songs he wrote. I didn't know he wrote music. I mean, I didn't know he wrote music for Maxwell. I didn't know he wrote for Tony Braxton. I just kept looking like this dude wrote for everybody. Yes, I mean you go to list, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I was juggling back and forth between, like how you say, between CB and us. I got to get the CB, man. I mean, all around, he can sing, dance, entertain. I mean, his cat got hits after hits after hits after hits for a newer generation, you know, type cat. This dude right here can do it all. Write, sing, produce, dance.
He puts on a hell of a show. So that and like I say, I was torn between. It's like ripping a piece of paper. I was torn between Usher and Chris Brown. So I had to get somebody for this generation, and those two, I like. Wow. So I respect your list so far.
And the reason why this last person, he's not really last, but the reason why I put him on here, he may not be the producer or songwriter like some of these other guys on here, but his voice is undeniable. Aunties, uncles, generational cat.
I think I might know where you're going with this.
Vandross, man. You got to have Luther on there.
And like I said,
you got to have Luther on there.
Now listen.
There's no. You can, like I said, anytime it could go so many different ways.
Trust me. Listen, he's on my. He's over here.
Yeah.
But when I started thinking about the reason,
I see why you said Steve because he did a whole.
Now I'm gonna be honest with you.
Great singer
I'm gonna be honest with you. Steve and R. Kelly was 1-2 for me. They were 1-2. I had Luther on there. I did have Luther on there. But when I started thinking about the difference between Luther and Babyface, Luther's voice 10 times better than Babyface. I'm not gonna deny that.
Yeah.
But Babyface has done more for the industry.
True.
Luther, a lot of his songs are cover-ups.
True.
So
a lot of them from Dionne Warwick.
Like Dionne Warwick. A lot of them from Dionne Warwick. And people don't know that. Go look up a lot of his songs. So I'm not saying no, just don't get it twisted. Dionne Warwick made the songs. Luther made them hits. And I'm not taking it from that. If we go on voice for voice, Luther's on the list.
He on the list.
But I'm talking about when I say overall.
Got you.
Overall, who did stuff for the Luther really wasn't a big writer or he collabed. I mean, so that's why I took Luther off and I put Babyface on there.
The reason why I put Luther on there because just like how you said, I didn't look at as far as like I could have looked at the technical part of producing, writing song and this and that, but undeniably one of the greatest voices. Everybody, when they put
listen, so I ain't gonna lie.
One of the greatest voices ever.
And what's so funny, you said that about Dionne Warwick. Some of the songs that so amazing. Yeah. One of them he did.
Yep.
House is Not a Home that she did.
Yep.
Those are songs. But when I heard her version and you hear his version, it's like it's not even.
And no slight to Dionne Warwick.
No, it's not because she wrote hits. But it's funny that he can take those and make a mega hits.
Yep,
he made a mega hits. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm not taking from Luther because if we talking about voices, if we were just saying top voices,
R&B,
he would be number one.
I'm just saying this R&B, you got to have Luther in without R&B. You got to have.
And like I say, this is.
But that's
no slight. It's no slight to nobody else because me personally, his voice should be on that list.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm looking at the whole, and the reason I grabbed Usher because I wanted somebody from this era.
Yeah.
And it was between him and Chris.
Right, I can understand
but
that
Stevie
too,
was my older guy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But R. Kelly is just my GOAT. So that was my four.
Yeah.
So those are 4 for the men.
Y'all put y'all comments in who y'all for the Mount Rushmore of men is.
I want y'all should be following this and putting this in and give us your 4. So we want to hear from everybody. People from Lancaster, South Carolina, people from Santee, South Carolina, from Greeleyville, everybody from Charlotte, and from surrounding. Whoever's on this part, listen and give us your 4. Now we're gonna go to women. I'm gonna let you do your women because I gave the men first. Do your 4 women.
This right here is gonna cause a lot of controversy with my 4 women.
Let's see.
And just in my opinion, no particular order. Gotta be Whitney Houston up there. She's definitely up there. Whitney Houston, one of the greatest voices, women voice or greatest voices period in our lifetime. One of the greatest voices. That's no slight to any other woman singer out there because there's a lot of great women singers out there. But Whitney Houston, yeah, she's one of those ones. And we could be getting more on her about that too a little later on. We got a little surprise for y'all about Whitney Houston. We can have a versus, but I'm gonna get to that later. My next female on Mount Rushmore, Toni Braxton. She may not have the greatest voice, but she got hits after hits after hits after hits. Undeniable. Like I said, Babyface produced her whole first album. But we gonna get to that too. Because matter of fact, the 2 female, I'm gonna go ahead and just put it out there. The 2 female that I just now named right there. We're going to have a face-off about that. Who was the greatest first album between Toni Braxton's first album and Whitney Houston's first album? But we're going to get to that a little more later. This one right here. Great producer, singer, songwriter, one of the greatest voices, in my opinion. Angela Winbush. Can hit everything on the scale. Renee and Angela. She done wrote hits for a bunch of people. Her and Ronald Osley, they run together. So, and as a solo artist, one of the greatest singers, producers, songwriters of our lifetime.
Who your 4th one? Let's go.
My 4th one? She more of a legend down here. Voice is right up there with Angela Winbush and Whitney Houston. Can flat out sing you out your shoes. She can produce, write. She does everything. Rest in peace to the late great Betty Wright. Betty Wright, man.
Now this is what I like. This is going to be totally different. And like I said,
put it in the comments.
Like I said,
do your homework too.
I didn't see Betty Wright coming.
But she.
I didn't see Toni Braxton coming. Yeah. I didn't see that.
Betty Wright on all her masters. She wrote everything.
Yeah, I mean, and like I say, I'm not knocking anything you say because this is your list.
Yeah, it can.
And like I say, everybody has. We just giving people content. So with that being said, let me give you my 4.
Go ahead, man.
I'm gonna give you my 1 great GOAT. No matter, just like I did R. Kelly, she's the GOAT. No matter what. Anytime you start off talking about, she might not be a writer, but she got hits from now to then to there to everywhere. And that's MJB, Mary J. Blige. MJB has to be on your list no matter what goes on.
And she got hits after hits.
But like I say, so when you said Toni Braxton, I'm like, MJB is all day over that. All day. But if you're going by voices, That's the dispute. That's debatable.
And you know why? Another reason why I said Toni Braxton is worldwide. If I'm gonna show you why.
Listen.
She like Celine Dion.
I'm not denying it.
But go ahead.
But like I say, you're good. Go ahead. Number 2 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. You said Toni Braxton. I'm gonna say her mama, Anita Baker. I'm gonna say Anita Baker. I'm gonna say Anita Baker.
Yeah, you can't deny it, bro. I'm gonna say
Anita Baker. Man. Anita Baker is Anita Baker birthed Toni Braxton. That's how I look at that.
Pretty much.
That's just like how I said when it came to rap. I said you had Nas. To me, his daddy is
Olu Dar.
No, what's my man?
Rakim?
Yeah. Rakim is like the daddy to Nas. That's how I look at it. Anita Baker to me was phenomenal. Toni took a lot of her and added to her but
they got that same
Anita Baker for me.
Yeah, true.
Anita Baker's number 2.
Can't deny it, bro.
Number 3? Patti LaBelle. I am so sorry. Patti LaBelle, you talking about hit all the notes.
I was struggling.
You say hit all them notes.
I was struggling with that. I was between her. I was like, man, damn.
Hey, but Patti LaBelle is that one.
She is.
She is that one. See me, I gotta pull from the old school, and that's my old school because that's who my mama listened to growing up, and that's who I listened to.
And I love Patti. No, it's like that's why when I was pulling from the old school, that's why I said I've been between her and Betty Wright, but I was like Betty Wright wrote all her stuff.
Patti for me, man, was just like wow, and the woman still can sing. She's talented. I mean, and that even at her age now, she still can hit them same notes. So I got Mary, Patti, and Anita.
Yep.
Now, number 4. When I say this is hard,
it's hard, man.
When I say this is hard,
it is hard, bro.
But when I'm going to, I'm gonna do like you did. You talking about voices, and for me, this voice right here, I gotta go Kelly Price. I'm so sorry. I gotta go Kelly Price.
You love some Kelly Price.
I gotta go Kelly Price.
You love some Kelly Price.
Listen, gotta go Kelly Price. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest with you all. It came between Kelly, Deborah Cox, Tamia, Kiki White. All of them, I can bunch all of them together. Yo. I love all 4 of them girls' voices.
They can sing.
That's on this side. Now, if you want to go neo soul, I got to did Vivian Green. I would have did with my girl Indy Ari, Jill Scott, Ledisi. See, you put all them. See, that's a whole different. See, that's a whole different one right there. Ledisi, you put me onto that.
Yeah.
But like I say, Indy Ari, Vivian Green, Ledisi, Jill Scott, that's in a whole nother.
Yeah, Erykah Badu.
Yeah, so all of them are like in a different kind of mode. So, but I want to say they R&B, they just different in their own unique way. Because like I say, that's just like saying Maxwell, Music Soul Child. That's that neo soul. So they have their own genre. But so those are my 4: Mary, Patti, Anita, Kelly Price. Those are my 4.
What are y'all for? YouTube and our Modest Speaker podcast subscribe. Give us y'all 4 in the comments.
I mean, please. I mean, because this can go so many different ways.
So many different ways.
Some people out there are gonna look at his list and gonna be like, they're gonna look at my list. But guess what? We said it's our modest. It's our.
What I say?
Yeah. What is it saying?
We may not
always be right. We may not always be wrong. But you always gonna get our modest opinion. What we speaking on?
It's just modest.
So that's it. We just gonna give you our opinion. So this is no slight to nobody else out there. So please don't come back and talking to us and say, hey, why you didn't put?
It's just
you only can put 4.
That's all you got.
You only can put 4. So at this same time, now somebody else brought up to me.
What they brought up?
We should do Mt.Rushmore groups. What this?
Yeah, we can do that. I mean, but we definitely gonna do. I mean, definitely gonna do that.
Yeah. So I mean, at the same time, we ain't done with y'all because we got another episode we about to shoot. And this one here, we gonna need all of y'all support on this because we gonna go back and forth on this one.
Definitely.
So like I say, on that note, check out this episode. Give us your like, comment, subscribe. Please hit that subscribe button.
Make sure you share too.
Yeah. And make sure your notifications on so you'll know when the episode is uploaded. You can view it. So make sure you hit your notification. Go into your settings. If you don't, you like, why don't I get notifications? Go into your settings. Scroll down to YouTube. Look at your YouTube and make sure your notifications is set on green. That means you're notified when the episode is uploaded. So on that note, we're gonna talk to y'all later. Holla at you. Peace out.
Peace.